Alberta is fighting the carbon tax in court again, this time with a twist. The government's going after an exemption given to some Canadians. A year ago, the federal government announced that people who heat their homes with oil wouldn't have to pay the carbon tax for 3 years. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says this is blatantly unfair. Less than 1% of Alberta households heat their homes with oil. The government is asking the federal court to review this exemption. They plan to argue that it's unconstitutional and unlawful.
Our end goal is the same as a growing number of Canadians from across the country to get rid of the retail carbon tax. If Ottawa won't axe this heartless tax altogether, they can at least play fair when imposing it on Canadians.
If this sounds familiar, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Ontario previously fought the constitutionality of the carbon tax, but the Supreme Court upheld it. So, will it work this time? One law expert tells CBC Alberta will have a tough hill to climb making their constitutionality argument. The carbon tax already isn't one size fits all. There are different rules for industrial emitters and the agricultural sector. And the NDP opposition is accusing the province of, quote, endless lawsuitocracy, days before the UCP's annual general meeting.
Why would she time this today? Another fight with the federal government? Could it have anything to do with her leadership on Saturday?
The federal justice and environment ministers are also calling this a political stunt. Alberta's justice minister says the government took its time to develop its legal arguments. And in the end, all of this could be moot if the federal Conservatives win the next election and fulfill their promise to kill the carbon tax. Madeline Cummings, CBC News, Edmonton.